Tidwell. Number 19, Brock Belden.
Good evening, Campbell Spartan. Good evening, Campbell Spartans. Today we are going to be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your starting lineup for your Campbell Spartans. Starting in goal, number 0, Harrison Bacon.
Alright, good evening, Campbell Spartans. Today we are going to be starting our game against East Coweta. Previous game was the girls versus the other girls, and we won that game 4-0. Now let's see what outcome the Campbell boys could come up with today.
Number 6, Alessio Lewis.
Right now we got Alessio Lewis running up.
Scott Carpenter.
Now Scott Carpenter.
Number 12, Noah Butts.
Noah Butts.
Number 13, Gavin Banks.
Gavin Banks.
Number 15, Logan Waldron.
Now we got Logan.
Number 18, Piero Capoletti.
Piero Capoletti.
And number 19, Misha Dolan.
Misha Dolan.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if I can invite you to please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
Good day, Campbell Spartans. Today we are going to be witnessing another matchup with the varsity boys team, and this matchup is going to be East Coweta versus the Campbell Spartans. I am your host Emmanuel Rojas, doing this for the first half, and today we will hope to see a good outcome for the Spartans. Last game the girls won 0-4 against East Coweta, and a few goals were scored by Stefan, Cook, Stefan and Cook. So right now the Spartans and the Indians are doing their chant, and they are planning, motivating each other, and let's hope this motivation actually results in something in this game. And 1-2 Spartans indeed is what you hear Spartans say. Now we got these lights out, sparking fear onto the opponent. Hopefully this soundtrack can make the opponent shiver their timbers so we can get up in the lead. Alright, each team is heading up to the other side right now, and the lights have been put on to normal. The game is about to start in a couple seconds. We got the player in the middle of the field jumping up and down, warming up their body, warming up their calves, warming up so they don't get injured, and hopefully we can see a good matchup today against these two teams. And the ball kicks off. Going to Aaron. Aaron butts it all the way down, and it lands onto the east. Alright, the ball seems to be moving pretty quickly between team to team. And East Coweta team seems to be pretty dominant right now. But the ref has just called a stop of the play and is awarding the ball to the Spartans. Fisher Martin has on the ball right now. Passes it down to Dolan. Dolan does a little bit of footwork. Passes it down to Gavin. And then Aaron sees a little gap, tries to get it, but is unable to get it. And now East Coweta is now making the Spartans dance right now. But the ball has now gone safely into Harrison Baker's hands. East Coweta with the ball, bringing it safe down onto the goalkeeper's place. Legs, and then passing it to the defender. The defender is walking up, searching, and they find a teammate, and the teammate successfully makes the pass. Now, a foul will be called and will stop the play, awarding the ball to East Coweta. Tries to do a little bit of through ball, but Noah Butts gets there in time to defend it. Now East Coweta looking dominant with that throw in, but is unable to connect it to their teammate. But they retain possession, keeping possession until they reach Scott Carpenter, who is fighting with the ball and goes down onto the field. The ref sees that as foul play and stops the play. We've only been around 30 minutes into the match and we're already seeing physicality in this game. Belden punts the ball, and it looks like his intention was to go straight to the goal, but the wall drops it, and then the Spartans regain possession, going up the field, doing good passes until that last pass right there where it goes out of play. Ooh, what a fall from number 13 for the Spartans, Gavin Banks. Leads to possession for East Coweta, but East Coweta doesn't manage to make the best of it. The ball girl grabbed the ball and set up the corner for East Coweta. Let's see how East Coweta's corner skills are with this one. This is the first corner for East Coweta of the game. Raises up their hands into the air, and it leads to nothing. Heading onto the feet of Dolan. Dolan lets it go out of play. Smart move from the youngster. bumps up the head of Scott Carpenter. And Capelletti is trying to go get the ball. He's pressuring him, but for East Coweta to relieve the pressure, Algeria decides to pass the ball onto the goalkeeper. Dahlin, with the amount of height he has, makes a header and passes it to Noah Butts, which makes a run and gets the ball again. Noah Butts is on the ball, tries to center it onto the field, but it is stopped by number 8, Greenwood, for East Coweta. Ball is crossed into the box, but number 8 is able to deflect that ball and bring it out of play, putting the ball at a more safe spot. Right now, Andrew is searching for a throw-in. He throws it in and throws it quite far, and would have been a terrible mistake from East Coweta's goalkeeper. Banks had that ball, and he saw an opening and decided to shoot it. Good shot from him, but was unable to bring it to the back of the net. East Coweta takes out that 1v1, tries to do a through ball, but the ball came in, rolling in with too much power, and came to the feet of Harrison Baker. Through ball it is, and it's onside. Ooh. Brought up to the head of Aaron. Belden raises his hand, goes for the corner, hits the head of the Spartans, and now Belden is back on the ball, taps it in for a header, searching, and it is blocked by Harrison. Harrison Bacon sees that ball, tracks it, and decides to jump in for it and take it out of play. Now Dahlin is on the ball. He's going to punt it right now. Taking a couple, maybe 10 steps back. You know, sometimes you got to get as much power as you can with these shots, because the distance does matter quite a lot. Capelletti on the ball. Passes it to Gavin Banks. Gavin Banks passes it to Noah, to Gavin, shoots it, but it's blocked by the defense. Now Andrew is on the ball. Andrew sees Aaron from far. Aaron with a good touch, but not quite enough to pass the defender. Now Dahlin with his calm composure passes it down to Fisher. Fisher passes it down to Gavin, and then the ref spotted something and decided to stop the play right there. Andrew tracking the ball, preventing the winger from doing any harm on their side of the field. This starting lineup is actually quite different compared to the normal starting lineups. We currently, right now, we don't have Sohan Patel in the field. We do not have Matthew Gibbs on the field, nor do we have JC Scott on the field. So those three key players, not having these three key players on the field could have a different outcome on the game. Let's see if coach decides to put them in later. Andrew goes in for the header. Now the through ball onside too. And then Aaron analyzes the ball, screens it, and gets the ball back to Harrison Bacon. Aaron onto the ball. Then to Noah. Then to Carpenter. Then to no then to Gavin. And then on to North East. Dolan is going for a pun and on an unusual spot on the 30-yard line. Must have been a foul called by the ref. Goes directly to Cappelletti, but Cappelletti is unable to make contact with that ball, and it leads to the hands of East to the Indians. The ball goes and Dolan spots that and kicks it out of play. Lopez attempted to get out of that tight spot, but was unable to and was fouled. But through that foul, he won possession for his teams. The Spartan fell down trying to get that pass to his teammate. Now Andrew will punt that ball onto the very off target. Saw his intention, was just looking for Carpenter. Aaron does the sky kick on the air and clears the danger. But from clearing that danger created an opportunity for East Paulding since they were awarded a free kick. Belden is gonna shoot this ball, and looks like the Spartans got each other their own man onto the head, and Belden's teammates were unaware of the ball being shot into the air. Andrew is searching, puts it in the air, but it lands onto opposition's feet, but then comes down onto Noah Butts. Noah Butts runs up, starts dribbling, but he is given pressure from the back of his shoulder. Ooh, very good recovery from Aaron. Andrew tries to defend him, but got caught off guard. But the referee decided to call a foul right there and took the ball out of play. Carpenter on the ball, doing his little skill moves. Left and right, step overs. Oh, tried passing it to Gavin Banks, but Gavin Banks wasn't there. Carpenter on the ball once again. Now onto East Coweta. East Coweta tries to do the run, beats one, almost, and almost does the through ball. Harrison Baker passed the ball. Looked like East Coweta was going for an own goal right there. Would have been a better idea if he let it fall back to the goalkeeper, but either way, it was put out of play and the ball is now safe for East Coweta. Goalkeeper Heffinger telling his teammates what to do, where to position themselves. Very good leadership from the lad. And that leadership from him may have led this defense being successful. East Coweta onto the ball. Leah gets the ball, but is run down. And he fights for the ball, but it goes out of play once again. Ball is passed to Andrew. Andrew's going to be doing the throw-ins. Throw-ins are often the time where you can take advantage of the scenario happening. Fisher Martin grabs the ball and then he clears it out and tries to give an opportunity for his teammate, but was unable to connect. Now the ball is on the 20-yard line, thrown back to the 10-yard line, back to the 20-yard line, and then now to the 10-yard line again. North Coweta decides to punt the ball all the way up, lands in the chest of Noah Butts. East Coweta searching, punts it. Now, it seems to be an air battle between the two teams, and the ball has just led touchdown. Andrew waiting for the signal of the ref to shoot the ball. Gets kicked, it gets passed back to Dolan. Dolan to Aaron. Now Aaron to Carpenter. Carpenter doing his little skill moves, jukes him out. Goes on to Capoletti. And then the ball ends right there. And finds its way back to Andrew. Noah Butts passes the ball back to Andrew. Andrew decides to go a bit slow with it. And then passes it back to Carpenter. Carpenter with a bunch of space. The space leads to Aaron, and Aaron attempts to cross it in, but it is successfully stopped by by Belden from East Coweta. Aaron is going to be setting up the corner this time, putting the ball onto that corner. And it seems to be he's going to hit it with his left foot. Goes in the corner. Very good opportunity and very good chance that they took. Now, we need more chances like these could lead to a goal. About 20 minutes have gone by. Still no sign of a goal for either teams. Seen a couple on-target shots, but on-target shots don't change the scoreboard. Ooh, the ball, that was a good through ball. Very good through ball. On to number 7, Andrew. What a fall from Gavin Banks. And now the ball goes out of play from a punt from the East Coweta players. Player number 8.
Spartan substitution, number 8,
8,
Juan
Greenwood.
Hernandez. And number 10, Sohan Patel.
Looks like the Spartans are making a substitution, bringing in Juan Hernandez and Sohan Patel. Both of these players are very key, are considered key players of this team. With Juan Hernandez being able to drive the midfield as well as Sohan Patel. Carpenter makes a touch, gets that touch onto Sohan, then onto Hernandez, already making very good plays with just a couple seconds on the field. From Sohan to Andrew. Andrew searching, he finds Gavin, but is unable to make the connection. Now East Coweta passes it down in a sticky situation where they were stuck, and that's the position of Campbell. And now Campbell is dancing around East Coweta with these 2 substitutions. Capelloni went for the ball, was unable to receive it. And that is a foul from Gavin Banks. The ball is put in the air. Dolan grabs it with his head. And then Aaron punts it all the way up to Capelletti. Capelletti runs over the head of Capelletti, but is then received by East Coweta goalkeeper. Now Aaron to Hernandez. Then to Dolan to get back, regain possession. And then to Capelletti. Decides to make a run. A bit too late, but the good decision from Capelletti. Now on to Andrew. To Gavin. Try to make a little through ball to Leah. To Lois. Now to Dolan right now. Dolan hits the back of Hernandez's back. Now Aaron searching, he finds Dolan. Dolan strikes it to the bottom. Capelletti may be offside, but the flag is down. And is caught by East Coweta's goalkeeper. Sohan finds the space, sees the ball going towards that space and makes a connection. Tries to drive it up, but it gets taken out by Leah from East Coweta. Andrew left his right back position to make this throw in on the top of the left side of the field. And now Aaron is doing 1-2s. On to Capoletti, but lands into the heads of Heffinger. Great through ball, but even better defending from Fisher Martin. Gavin Banks tries. Oh, Gavin Banks grabs the shirt of the East Coweta player. Juan Hernandez is on the ball right now. Dribbling, passing it to Carpenter. Carpenter tried to do a little fake out. Almost got me right there with that little step over. On to Fisher Martin. Fisher's gonna go to Gavin. Gavin does more step overs. And then on to Lois. Lois goes back to Aaron. Aaron goes to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to go into that space, but sees the player going behind him and decides to take the other way. And loses the ball. Didn't make contact on there. East Coweta dove right there. Didn't make contact in there. Good eye from the referee, not calling that as a serious play either. Now Miles is going in for Capoletti. And
number 14, Miles Russell.
Matthew Gibbs is going in
Number
for
17,
Gavin
Matthew
Banks.
Gibbs.
Two more key players have been added onto the field right now. The ball goes out of play, lands on the top of the tent, and now it's gonna be thrown in. Gonna be thrown in by Matthew Gibbs with his cannon of throws-ins that we're about to witness right now. Aaron headers it and brings it out of play, giving the position back to East Coweta. Aaron has been doing very good defensively, not letting many opportunities slip by him. Ball gets thrown in again. Gets put into a tight space, but Mendoza was able to stay confined in that tight space and attempt to cross it, but that cross led to be unsuccessful.
Spartan substitution number 11, Henry Schlichting.
Henry Schlichting has just entered the game and will be contributing into that corner, into defending that corner kick. Bounces off the head of Matthew Gibbs. Could have been an own goal, but thankfully it was blocked by another player. Now Hernandez is fighting with Mendoza, and possession is given to the Spartans, where it's thrown in. And then Henry gets the ball onto Fisher. Fisher to Sohan. Sohan tries to be defensive and push it back, but it lands in the head of Mendoza. Now Dohan is doing, ooh, what a fall. But Sohan takes advantage of that fall and tries to regain possession, but it goes back out. Dahlin sees it, kicks it out, passes it to Gibbs. Gibbs passes it with his head to Miles, but led back to the 30-yard line. Now it's Miles versus drops him, brings him down with him. Looked like to be on target, and now Carpenter. Carpenter was in a good position. Good pass. Just a bit off on the shooting. I'm sure we'll see more opportunities like that in this game. East Coweta. Andrew is in the back. Defending. Mark saw the ball, saw his teammate going in for the run, and Mark decides to do a little through ball. East Coweta has gained a bit more possession compared to the last couple minutes and these upcoming minutes that have just passed. Now Carpenter is on the ball again. Now back to Henry, back to Carpenter. Carpenter playing it calmly, trying to make the opposition confused and stopping the ball completely, which slows down the play, which is a very smart move for him. Now back to Dahlin. Dahlin looking at Fisher. Fisher on his eye out for the ball. Grabs the ball and then punts it all the way down to the 20-yard line and heads to Miles, where Miles sees Sohan. Sohan sees Dahlin. Dahlin sees a potential through ball. Henry grabs a good touch on that, keeps possession onto Hernandez, then onto Sohan. Now onto Campbell's defense, which goes out of play. Sohan stops the ball, gets it to Hernandez, back to Sohan for that very tight space right there. Then on to Carpenter, but Greenwood was able to get to it before Carpenter. Then on to Miles, Miles to Hernandez. Hernandez to Carpenter. And then Carpenter to Miles. Matthews sees a potential opportunity there, headering it, but lands in the hands of Heffiger. Belden tries to fight for the ball, and drops Harrison Baker. Harrison Baker just coming back from a slight injury the past 2 days. Hopefully this isn't something major that would stop him from playing the rest of the game. And he's getting back up. Yes, he's getting back up. He's okay. The crowd is clapping right now. Fisher spots Carpenter out of all players. Carpenter's gonna walk. He's gonna try and outpace him. Does a little bit of a skill move right there. Gets it to Miles successfully. But Miles ends up bringing it out of play.
Spartan substitution number 9, J.C. Carpenter.
Dallin to Aaron, then to Sohan. Sohan does a bit of a little Rabonda flick right there to get himself out of that tight space, which was successful. Then back to Dallin. Sohan finds that space, gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter doing his skill moves. Then to Aaron. Aaron takes a step back, corners it, and heads to the head of Matthew Gibbs. Sees the opportunity, takes it, but was not quite on target. Heffinger passes it down to his teammate. His teammate does a bit, loses it, almost. Almost takes out 3, and then loses it once he makes contact with Aaron. It's getting a bit physical, but he was successful in getting past 3 players. Henry passes it down to Aaron. Aaron is on a 2-on-1. This is a very difficult situation, and he is able to recover it. And he passes it down to Matthew Gibbs. Matthew Gibbs gets a good touch on it, but it is a little very much too high over the football. Juan Hernandez. Carpenter. Walking down, gonna do skill moves. Ooh, takes him out. Then to Henry. Henry pushes him. What a strong player he is. Three minutes left on the clock, and we still have not seen either team get onto the score sheet. With multiple opportunities for Matthew Gibbs and both Carpenters. Now to Henry Rooks. And that is an out. That is East Coweta's ball going on to Heffinger's. Heffinger grabs on the ball, and he's about to punt it. The ball goes onto the 40-yard line, but Waters is able to. Waters is on the ball, passes it back to his defender, lands down to Mendoza. Mendoza is on one-on-one with Andrew, and decides to avoid the one-on-one and pass it to his teammate. Patel passes it on to Gibbs, and Gibbs loses the ball, but he recovers it, throws it in quickly, and another opportunity passes for the Spartans. Andrew on the ball. Falls down. Hernandez is going to be taking this little free kick. One, two. Punts it into the air onto Misha. Misha didn't quite get the contact that he was looking for to bring it back to the back of the net. That was a piece of cake for Matthew Gibbs on that defense. Matthew Gibbs fighting with East Coweta to get the ball. Takes a right, takes a left, passes to Henry. Henry notices Carpenter. JC. 1-2. Can he take them both? We've seen it before. The ball goes out of play and will head to the hands of Heffiger. And the timer goes to 0. This has been the first half of the East Coweta versus Campbell Spartans match game. We have seen both teams played extremely defensively and aggressively, especially when it comes to bodying each other. But we are expected to at least see one goal. Let's see how things will go into the second half.
Now's a great time to stop, Mike.
Welcome back, Campbell Spartans. I was manning the first half. It's going to be Caleb, me, covering the second half. A lot of back and forth playing going on here. Not really anybody scoring any goals. Campbell definitely got the majority of opportunities for goals, but we're able to capitalize on most of those. Definitely both teams looking to score a goal. And we're off. And out to the Indian. Picked off by Patel. And Juan looks like he went for the shot. It's a bit to the left. It's like Datlin's way of getting the ball out of trouble. Definitely gets it to the side that they need for the Spartans. We're going to have Hernandez dribbling over. Finds Carpenter. Carpenter gets to other Carpenter, but it's deflected off the Indian. It's kicked out. Tony Carpenter, one of the amazing ball handlers of the Spartans. Get around a man easily. The same move. Looks like it's going to be thrown in by the Indians. It'll be Alex Chambers. Looking to score off of this one. The Indian dribbling around, goes for the shot. Blocked by Harrison Bacon. That's why they need him right there. Harrison Bacon. Also a solid goalkeeping performance in the first half by Bacon. Back off an injury, first game back. He missed the game against Osborne. The brutal loss, 4-1. Campbell definitely looking to get back in here. Definitely in charge of this game with Harrison back. It's always good to have a solid goalkeeper. We're going to have the Indian kicking it out. He recovers it. Pulls it back. Goes straight for the goal. And it's passed and it's kicked. But it's too strong and hard. It's going to be the Spartans' ball. Oh, they're going to get it back. Sorry about that. It's going to be a corner kick for the Indians. To the side, a little flat on that one. Oh, Looks like it hit off the wrong part of his foot there. Kind of rolls off the inside of his foot. It's gonna be the Spartans' ball. It's gonna be it's like Bacon is gonna kick it in, or Dallin. Amazing kicker for the Spartans. For his size, definitely in the post. Look like gets pushed. Indian gets put down there. Pass to the Indian, picked off by Schlittking. Schlittking to 1. And he gets trampled. Aaron gets trampled. Juan gets it all the way out to, I think that's Tony. Oh, close. Oh, but it's retrieved by the goalkeeper, Kent Happenfinger. And that was close. The Indians going to get it back. Gonna dribble around, deflected. Looks like Hernandez tried to go for it. It was deflected off the Indian. They're going to get it back and he's going to strike in. It's picked up again by Kent Hepfinger. It's going to be rolled in by Kent. Kicked out. Schlittking. Dribbling around, trying to fight his way out. Gets it to Tony. And Schlittking looking for it. And something's going to be called. Carpenter. Looks like it's going to be, assuming, a free kick by how they're forming. Yeah, free kick. Looks like it's going to be Aaron Olzenyak kicking the ball. Oh, it's played. Oh, Patel strikes for it, but it's too off the right. It's going to be rolled in by Hepfinger to the Indian, the midfield. And taken by Schlittking, gets it to Martin. Martin looking, finds Balu Cone. Balu Cone gets to the corner to Carpenter. Tries to get it back to Balu Cone, but it reaches Martin. Martin kicks it way out. Looks like try to get it to Banks. But Hernandez has it now. Dribbling up. Think tries to find Carpenter. Carpenter kicks it out. Indian. He's going to have the Indian kick it out. Juan Hernandez is a core scorer for this squad, or I wouldn't say scorer. I would say a core ball handler, a core opportunist. It's not even a word. But definitely a core player for this Spartan squad. We're going to have Andrew Balu Cone, this junior, throw it in. It's like Dotlin tries to go for the header, but he completely missed it. The Indian retrieves it, tries to get it way out. But Martin's going to have it. He's going to kick it right back. And right back with the header from the Indian. Carpenter gets tripped up a bit. Olzenyak has it. Gets it out to Schlittking. Schlittking back out to Martin. Martin to Okaisnak. Patel is going to go for the header. Kind of rolled off his head. The back there. He's going to push the Indian out of bounds. It's going to be the Indians' ball. He's going to throw it in. See by Waters. Waters fighting for it. Patel is going to kick it out. There's a bunch of solid amount of guys that didn't start early in the game. Looks like it was Gibbs, Patel, and Hernandez. Got put in later in the first quarter. It's like Hernandez tried to get it to Balu Cone, but he missed it. I have Andrew Balucone throw it in. Received by Fisher Martin. Out to Dallin. Dallin looking. Looking around. It's picked off by the Indian. Out to the corner. He's going. And to Mendoza. Mendoza back. And he gets a break here. Gets in front of the defender, and he has the opportunity to kick it in, but Balucone stops him. Amazing defensive effort by Balucone. He was just one more step ahead of him. He would have got the strike on Bacon. The offense is that close. You definitely want to get that stop early. You don't want to rely on that goalkeeper, the one goalkeeper. We're going to have the Indian dribble it out. Belton. And looks like it was hit out. It's going to be thrown in by the Indian. Belton's going to receive it. And he kicks it right back out. It's going to be thrown in again. It's received by the Indian. I'll be Mendoza handling in the corner, tries to make his way out, but it's kicked out by the Spartan. It's going to go right back to the Indians. Stuck in this corner right now. It's going to be thrown in from not exactly the corner, but slightly off of the corner. There's definitely a good opportunity. He's going to go for the wide throw. And it's going to be hit off the head by Martin. Received by Carpenter. Carpenter to Patel. Patel to Carpenter. Carpenter making his way up. Definitely one of the faster players on the squad. Tries to get it back to Carpenter. Tries to save it, but it looks like the ball touched out of bounds while in his possession. It's going to be thrown in by the Indians. Off the header by Balucone. Kicked out by Schlicking. Looks like it was touched by Indian, but it's taken back by Carpenter to Banks. Banks to Schlicking. Schlicking tries to get it way out in the corner to Ozaniak. It's picked off by the Indian. Hernandez tries to go for it, but the Indian gets a touch off first. Going for a break, tries to get in between, and he finds the break. It's only him and the goalie and Fisher Martin. Is he going to stop him? And he trips him up. Good defense by Fisher Martin to weaken that build-up for the kick. Amazing defensive effort by Fisher Martin. Definitely one of the reasons score is how it is right now. Harrison Bacon and Fisher Martin. Fisher Martin, amazing defensive player, the senior. I'd say the best defensive player on the squad, or one of the best, top three at least. It was a good move by Fish. It's going to be thrown in by the Indian. Looks like it was kicked out by a Spartan. And he's looking. It's touched by Patel. And it looks like they're saying the Indian touched it. But they get it back. But it's going to be thrown in by the Indian. The header by Balucone. We're going to have Hernandez dribbling around. Finds Carpenter. Carpenter gets it to other Carpenter. To Patel. Patel doesn't touch it, but Ozaniak gets it. Ozaniak to Patel. Patel back to Ozaniak. Ozaniak looks like he tries to get in the middle to Banks. It's hit back out by an Indian. Schlicking to Balucone. He passes it way out. The header by the Indian to bring it back. We have Greenwood kicking it out. It'll be the Spartans' ball. It's going to be thrown in by Aaron Ozkiniak. I have a hard time saying that for some reason. Or it'll be Balucone. Sorry. Thrown in alongside with Matthew Gibbs, one of the better throwers Comes to just throwing it in. It's like Ozeniak is going to try to go for the middle. He kicks it to the far left. It's going to be the Indians' ball. It's going to be thrown in by Kent Hepfinger. Or kicked in. Looks like he's deciding something here. He kicks it straight. The header by the Indian. Soft touch by the Indian. Gets around Schlicking. Gets a break, another break, but he's offsides. A lot of good breaks, if I'm not mistaken. That's Mark Fruden. He's gotten a lot of good breaks for the Indians here. But even better defense by the Spartans, being able to stop those breaks. So we're going to have Dahlin kick it in. All the way in. Oh, he's going to get it, but the Indians going to the header on it. Carpenter is going to retrieve it. Going to find Hernandez. Hernandez out to Balucone. Oh, good move by Balucone. He tries to get through. Somehow gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter to Hernandez. Hernandez gets it way back out to Dahlin. Reset on the play. Dahlin to Schlicking. Schlicking finding his way around out to Aaron Ozeniak. Jeez. And the Indians going to kick it out. And Bacon is going to retrieve it and get it out to Dahlin. It's going to be kicked out. The head of an Indian. Indian looking for another break. They might have it. Oh, even something was called. It was a good job by Bacon even stopping that. Even though something was called, offsides. He kicked into Carpenter. He breaks the defender. It's a specialty, getting past defenders. So Ryan's have been doing a very good job stopping these breaks and making sure these teams don't have one-on-ones with the defenders. Looks like it gets way to the corner over there, but Fruden couldn't catch it. It's checked in.
Spartan substitution, number 17, Matthew Gibbs.
So
number 18, Piero Capoletti.
It's like we're going to have Piero Capoletti and Matthew Gibbs in for the Spartans. I have a couple guys checked out. Aaron Oskiniak and Gavin Banks. It's going to be thrown in by Gibbs. The header off an Indian. Kicked way up by an Indian. Looks like Tony's how to receive it. Or Carpenter. Kicked way up by Gibbs. Received by Tony. Tony going for it. Goes for the strike. But it's kicked. He's going to get the second chance. And he kicks it in! Good kick in by number 10. What a shot. Oh my gosh, a second point opportunity point. The first points of the game. That would be Piero Capoletti. The second point, second chance opportunity. The first points of the game with 23 minutes left to go. One of these teams finally being able to get a goal off. And it was the Spartans. It was bound to happen soon enough. The Spartans showing that they were the main team that could get in that range, get in that goal, get in that area to score, get in the position to score. And they capitalized off it. And have Carpenter. Another one tries to get it back to Capoletti. Back out to the Indian. The Indian tries to save it, and he does. The Indian has it. Back out to the Indian. You can tell the intensity has picked up. The Indians, after that first goal, a change of pace for sure. And looks like they're going to dribble it out. It's going to be kicked out. Harrison kicks it out. Amazing defensive effort by Harrison Bacon. First game back off of an injury. We're going to have the Indian dribble it around. Looks like Balu Cone fell holding his shin, it looks like. He's going to get right back up, though. He's going to kick it in. It's going to kicked in. It's going to be received by an Indian. Hernandez fights him off, or gets him. Gets it to Carpenter. Carpenter Patel. The back pedal to Tony. Carpenter back to Patel. Patel out to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to get it all the way back to Capoletti. But the goalkeeper, Kent Hepfinger, gets to it first. Looks like it's going to be kicked out. Way out. Looks like it's going to be thrown in. Or right at the corner by a Spartan. Matthew Gibbs. Amazing throwers, Spartans. Can they get another goal? Looks like Patel tried to backpedal on it. Backpedal the goal, but something was called. It's going to be kicked in by Hepfinger. Received by an Indian. Hepfinger out. And looks like he got it. That'll be Waters. Goes for the corner. Tries to get it to a teammate. And he should have striked it. But it's like he was waiting for the pass. And have Gibbs pass it in to Patel. Corner to Carpenter. Carpenter finding ways around to Capoletti. Capoletti thinks he tries to get it back to Carpenter, but Patel receives it. Hernandez. Spartans working with a lot of space here. Back to Capoletti. He tries to strike it again. It's going to be retrieved by Carpenter. Carpenter tries to dribble around. Out to Carpenter. Carpenter tries to get it in the middle. The header by Schlicking. Just to get it back up. Martin. Just to get it back in the middle. Carpenter gets a touch, but it's not strong enough. Hit off the wrong part of his foot, you could tell. Hepflinger is going to throw it in. Indian's going to get picked off by Matthew Gibbs. He kicks it out.
East Coweta substitutions. Number 9, Diego Vicente. Number 18, Landon Tidwell.
And I have a couple of guys in for East Coweta. We're going to have number 18 for number 14. That would be Landon Tidwell out and Mark Fruden in. It's going to be thrown in by the Indian. And kicked out by... but they got the goal. Didn't see that coming. That was David Waters. That was a great goal. It's kicked up and then kicked in. Finally getting one off. Looks like a goal from the Spartans was really their motivation to get a goal. You could tell the intensity picked up after that Spartan goal. Now we have a tie game. 18 minutes left. Anything could happen. Amazing touch by David Waters for the East Coweta Indians. We're going to have Sohan Patel kick it in from the midfield to Schlicking. Schlicking to the corner to Gibbs. Gibbs gets some power on that. It's picked off by the Indians ball. say Campbell needs to apply on some defense, apply some pressure. Definitely what the Indians started doing after that first goal by the Spartans. Gonna go for another one. It's gonna be hit, but it's gonna be way too high. Tell he got hit off his head wrong. Now it looks like the Indians are getting a reasonable amount of opportunities. Kind of looking like the Spartans defense kind of sagged off in a way. It's going to be kicked in by Dahlin. The tie game. Spartans looking for the goal. It's going to be kicked way out. Patel tries to go for the header, but it's hit by the Indian. The Indian gets it, tries to get it way out. He sprints for it, and it's caught by Bacon. Tries to get it to his teammate, but Bacon gets to it first. It's a good pickup by Bacon. Fast on picking the ball up before it turns into anything else. It's like Indians going to kind of get trampled there. Carpenter's going to receive it. Patel's going to have it. He's going to get jumped in a way there. It's kicked back out. Dial in the header to Carpenter. Carpenter works in the corner. Gets past the first guy. Gets it out to Hernandez. Hernandez looking. Tries to get it to the middle to Carpenter. Number 2. But it's too far. Too hard on the pass. It's going to be the Indians' ball. Looks like we're going to have a substitution for the Spartans. We're going to have Aaron Oskinak in for Matthew Gibbs. Oh, it's 1-1. We have 16 minutes left. Kind of a tight game. Most of the goals being scored in the late-ish second quarter. Definitely East Coweta's motivation is coming from that one goal. They definitely had a different style of play. For example, this one. They weren't getting breaks like this in the first half. Goes for the goal, and it's hit off of Oskinak. Goes for another one. And it's deflected. Indians coming off a win against Carrollton, which the Spartans lost to over penalties. It was a rough game to watch. Rainy day, cold and rainy day. Gonna be kicked way over. And it's gonna be the Spartans' ball. Like for the Spartans, we're going to have in Miles Russell. We're going to have Carpenter out.
Number 14, Miles Russell.
For one of the strikers for the squad. We're going to have Datlin kick it in. It was passed by Oskinak. Carpenter working. Looking for Hernandez. He finds him. Hernandez working as well. Tries to get it to Russell, but it's picked off by the Indian. Pick up the pace. Russell tries to fight for it back, and he gets... Like he fouled the Indian. And it's going to be kicked by Landon Tidwell. Received, touched by Balu Cone. It's received back by the Indian. The Indian fighting way back out to reset. The Indian looks like he got pushed in a way. Looked like kind of an exaggeration there. Patel knowing he didn't really do anything that much. Complaining with the ref. But he got the call, I guess. I was Campbell trying to apply more defense. I'm definitely seeing a more lackful defense from Campbell after that second goal from the. It's either the defense got better or the offense of the Indians got. I mean, the defense got worse. The offense of the Indians got better. It's going to be kicked up by Bacon. Miles Russell looking for it. It's like he slipped on the ball somehow. Oh, he's going for it. It's picked off by the Indian. Whoa, look like he literally picks up the ball. They notice it immediately. It's like he assumed it was going out and picked it up to throw it in, but ended up just being a flat-out handball. It's going to be kicked. Number 8, Juan Hernandez, a senior. Good ball handler for this squad. The header, smart header by the Indian. It's going to retrieve back by Hernandez. Hernandez gets out to Schlicking. Schlicking tries to get it to Russell, but it's picked off by the Indian. A lot of fighting here. Datlin catches it. Don't let it. And out to Okaisnak. Datlin being a brick wall for that midfield. Definitely has shown in the last couple of games. Oh, looks like Patel was fighting. Something's called. Patel a little upset with the Indian. A lot of miss. Audience not really agreeing with the calls. A lot of missed calls. In a way. We're going to have the Indian kick it in. Looks like Sohan Patel will be subbed out. I think either Fisher Martin or Alicia Lois subbed in. It's going to be kicked in by Kristen Lopez. The touch by Schlicking. Schlicking. It's it over, and the Indian is fighting for it. Tries to get it to the corner. Number 7, he scored the last goal. You can tell he has a speed. That's a good deflection by Andrew Balucone. Very good defensive effort by him and Fisher Martin tonight. Also a good run by David Waters, scoring the last goal. Definitely has a speed to get past the defender. It's going to be kicked in by Kristen Lopez. Oh, but it completely misses any Indian contact. Spartan's looking to retrieve this and get it out this box here. Carpenter goes around him to look for it, but he loses him. He's going to have Lopez dribbling. The Indian, oh, looked like a clear shot there, but it's picked off. Russell finds Hernandez. Hernandez kicks it, tries to get ahead. And he loses it to the Indian. And it's kicked up by the Indian. Looks like it's going to be thrown in by Balucone. And the header by the Indian. Received by Waters. Waters kicks it out. Like Schlicking took a fall. Schlicking getting beat up in the last game. Looks like Juan Hernandez is going to kick it. Still a tie game here, 9 minutes left to go. And it's, I don't know who got the header there. It looks like an Indian. It's going to be kicked way over. Waters going for it again, but it's touched by Bacon. Gets that good touch off of it. Fruden and Waters definitely standout players for the Indians, as I've seen in the second half. They really came out in the second half. The guys that stepped up after that goal from Capoletti. It's like a lot of unagreed with calls going on tonight. I don't know if they're really not good calls or it's just the heat of the game. We have a tie game. We'll have Matthew Gibbs in for Carpenter. And have Aaron Okaisnek kick it in. Throw it in. Kick. Good kicker for the squad. And looks like Datlin got the header, but it's deflected off the Indian. There's some good momentum on that header by Datlin. And I have another one. Another opportunity. Definitely a good time to capitalize off of this one. 7 minutes left. And it's touched by the goalie. And he hits it out. Have another opportunity here. Thrown in by Matthew Gibbs. He's gonna go in for the deep throw. And looks like it's way over. Oh, a roll off of Hernandez. Schlick straight for it, way to the right. And definitely an opportunity that the Spartans needed. And Hetflinger is going to kick it in. Looks like it was not a right touch off the Indian, Russell. Looks like he literally pushed him off. Looking for the call, and he gets it. It's going to be the Spartans. Well, we're going to have Juan Hernandez kick it. Go curve to the left. It's going to be the missed header by Capoletti. Tell he was looking for it there. And for the Spartans, we're going to have Sohan Patel in for Alicio Lois. It's going to be kicked in by the Indians goalkeeper, Kent Hetfinger. Nice touch by Schlicking. Looks like Russell looking to retrieve it. The header. Way over the head. Took him back by Hernandez. Russell working. Looking for that teammate. And I don't know who was last touched by. It looks like it was him. And it's the Indians' ball. They're going to kick it in. And it's out. They're going to let it go out. 5 minutes left. Still tie game. Team looking at a goal here. It's going to be thrown in by Balu Cone. Capoletti looking for it. Touches it. Kicks it back out. Hernandez looking to go forward. Hernandez gets it back. It's good retrieving. Gets it way back in the corner to Gibbs. Gibbs. Nice touch. The corner tries to shoot it, and it gets kicked right back out by the Indian. It's going to be thrown in by, kicked in by Oskain. Oh, that would be Hernandez. Another opportunity for the Spartans with only 4 minutes left to go. It's kicked, and it's hit off the left pole. Another good header from Datlin, but just not in the right position. Datlin with two good looks off the head, but just not hit off the head correctly. It's going to be kicked out. Indians are going to go for it. Waters scored the last goal, one of the faster players on the team. He tries to find Belden, but he's too far out. Or too in, and he kicks it too far out. And with 3 minutes left to go, it's their ball. They're going to gain some ground. But definitely more intensity in the defense for East Coweta. We're going to have Datlin kick it in. It's like Schlicking had to do something. It was paused. Now we're going to have Datlin kick it in. And past two guys, two Spartans. It's kicked in the air. A header by Balu Cone. And Waters beating him. Tries to find his other guy, but Martin picks it off out to Balu Cone. Balu Cone tries to get it out to Russell. He gets a touch, but too not soft enough. And he kind of deflects off his leg there. I have Waters out. Splits the men. Splits the two guys. That would be Lopez. It was a good split for the two defenders. It's going to go back to the Indians. Indians looking to capitalize off of this one. Only 2 minutes left. It's one of the... Could be the last opportunity they could have. Oh, way missed. Battle. Oh, Martin, head for head. Oh, it's kicked, but it's deflected off of Schlicking. Kicked back. And it's hit back by Bacon. A little back and forth action there, but at the end it was retrieved by Bacon. Bacon keeps it safe for the Spartans. 1 minute left. He kicks it out. Spartans looking to make their way down this field. We're going to have a little kicking action here. Lopez gets it out to the corner. The Indians kicking back and forth here. Tries to get it way over to the corner to the Indian, but it's going to be retrieved by Okaisnak to Martin. Then he kicks it back out. Looks like it was deflected off of Dallin. And it'll be the Indians' ball. He's going to throw it in. And it's kicked. Header by Martin. Waters. Lopez looking for the shot, but it's caught by Bacon. Bacon looks for him to go way out. Kicks it way out. Has to look for a defender, but the Indians, looks like they kicked it in. Looks like Gibbs is going to get it. It's going to be taken. It's going to be kicked back to that side. And Bacon's going to retrieve it again. We're going to have Bacon kick it back out. Some pushing action here. It's going to be the Indians' ball. Oh, Waters goes for it. He kicks it, but it's deflected by Miles Russell. Defensive effort by Miles Russell. And that'll be it. Looks like we're going to OT. We have Balucone holding his leg there. He's okay, but yeah, in the first half, it was definitely...
The end of regulation. All tied up at one, so we are headed to overtime.
I'm sorry, in the first half, it definitely seemed like both these teams were just... It looked like Campbell was getting more opportunities, but no teams were really scoring any goals in the second. Well, I'd say like the 20-minute mark into the second half, we got teams going both goal for goal within 10 minutes. But definitely after that first goal by the Spartans, the Indians were able to pick it up defensively and offensively. Definitely guys like Waters, David Waters, and Cristiano Lopez stepped up to the plate and ended up to tie. We'll see you guys in OT. We'll be signing off.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, Spartans. This is your special guest, Simon, doing overtime. Now, from what we've seen so far, both teams have had an amazing offense and defense. Now we have 10 minutes overtime, 2 halves. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. We have both been pushing back offensively and defensively. All right. Andrew got injured from the looks of it during the second half, and it appears he won't be joining us for the overtime, which is very unfortunate. He's a very good striker, but I guess we'll have to do it without him. All right, the Spartans have taken their spots, and it looks like the Indians are as well. All right. Looks like they're doing the coin flip. This match has been getting pretty heated so far, and you can tell that they've been arguing with the ref. The bystanders, the audience, they haven't been liking the calls he has been making, but he is the ref and he knows best, I guess. All right, it appears we are starting. All right. All right, starting aggressively out here with a punt. Indians going for the ball. Number 17 trying to recover. And goalkeeper's ball. Goalkeeper looking who to pass it to. Going center. Indian touch, number 11. 19, his height really does help him get those headers. Number 3. Indians ball. All right, running for it. Harrison coming out the box to shoot it. Harrison is really aggressive when it comes to those defensive plays. He really likes getting out the box, which is very risky, but so far it has paid off for him. Throwing for Indians, number 8. Header. And Fisher blasting the ball, like always, because he's an amazing defender. Oh! Big tackle from there, but no fouls called. Throw in by number 8. Passing it to number 3. All right, number 8, number 9 fighting it out. Foul call on number 9. There's an opportunity for it to be more aggressive. All right, no, not a header. Oh, taking any chance to get it, shoot it. Looks like their defense was good. It was too crowded. He didn't get a chance to get a good shot at. Fighting for it. Handball by the Spartans. Header. And he's had the ball, number 11, pushing. Ooh. Looks like a foul. A yellow card. Now, these yellow cards will matter, especially during overtime. free kick. Number 7, header, Braham De Wentor. Number 12, Mushklik. What's number? Andrew. Number 3, Braden, fighting for the ball, but the Indians were able to defend. Number 12, Andrew fighting for the ball, running for it. Number 4, Lucas. All right, thrown by the Indians. Harsh tackle on number 14. Go shoot it! Shoot it! Goal! Goal by number 9. Number 9, J.C. Carpenter. Carpenter scored the goal. Headset on wrong, bro.
Second goal on the night for number 18, Piero Cappelletti.
He scored. Number 18, Brandon Cavalieri scored.
Alright guys, we have just witnessed a goal from Cappelletti in this first half of extra time. I am Emmanuel, covering again for Samuel, and we are starting the game. Alright, Aaron has the ball, he's driving it up. Passes it on to Mao, but Aaron falls and rolls over. Now we got Lois. Lois is on the ball, passes it to Henry. Henry's going to the right, goes to Aaron. Aaron decides to push up, but fails to push up and gives it to opposition.
Oh yeah, Noah.
Dahlin runs for the ball to defend, and he defends marvelously with that little swing with his leg. What did the ref call? Did they call a throw-in or did they call a foul? Let's see. And it is a throw-in. Throw-in is going to be done by number 8, who is Greenwood. And Greenwood throws it into the box, but it is deflected by Juan Hernandez. And it is out. Now giving possession to Harrison Bacon, the goalkeeper for Campbell. Dahlin is stepping back a couple yards to punt that ball. He puts his hands up, punts the ball into the air, and it lands closer to the 30-yard line onto the head of the opposition. But Juan Hernandez sees that space, goes in and takes it. Aaron trying to defend, but Dahlin is able to get there more effectively. Capiletti was trying to get that ball, but he was unable to make the connection. But after this entire matchup time, he has scored 2 goals, being very effective in this game and being a key and playing that effective key role in this game. Capiletti is searching. He throws it into an empty space, which then lands it onto the opposition. Juan Hernandez has the ball right now. He's trying to take him on one-on-one. Decides to avoid the one-on-one confrontation and goes to Aaron. Aaron passes it to Henry. Henry searches and he gives it to Noah. Then from Noah to Lois. And Lois is on the wall. It's one-on-one. Getting physical. Then back to Aaron. Aaron goes to Miles. And then Miles decides to pass it back down onto Misha, the defender. And I'm guessing Misha is going to push it back to Baker. Baker with a good stop of it. Now it's on to Fisher. Fisher to Henry. Henry to Fisher. Fisher to Dahlin, doing it like it's practice. And then Dahlin puts it up, trying to create an opportunity for Capiletti. Sohan right there, running like the speed of light to the ball, but is unable to get it. Henry is on the ball. He decided to drive it, then passes to Sohan, but Sohan is unable to touch the ball. Now it goes to Braden, and then it is launched by Greenwood. Greenwood launches it to Waters, and Waters gets dropped on the ground by Noah Butts. And now Noah Butts is giving a yellow card.
Lock in. You alright?
You good, bro? Look it out, bro.
You be alright.
Start crying for me.
Just look it up.
Nah, but why did he jump back, bro? He could have easily hit
It seems that it looks like we got an injury on Waters, number 7, for the East Coweta. His coach is coming on the way to check on him. And now Sohan is going out to the pitch. Looks like they might be going out to go get some support or some water. But it's not for him. It's for Dahlin. Not. Now Waters is going to be jumping down from the field, and a round of applause given by the spectators supporting East Coweta. Looks like Waters may be missing out on the rest of the match. But with 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock, it looks like the Campbell Spartans will be taking a win in this first half of extra time. Now, this is a dangerous situation for the Spartans right now. If this free kick is scored, then the extra time will continue going on. Looks like he's doing his confidence dance right now. Picking on the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps back, 5 steps back. Looks at his target. Runs up, pulls the trigger, and it gets blocked by the Campbell Spartans wall. East Coweta will be taking this corner right now. With 30 seconds on the clock. Can East Coweta commit a Liverpool versus Barcelona? And no, they do not. But great defense from Sohan Patel, jumping it off of his head. This is why he's varsity. Ball is punted with 3 seconds onto the clock. Capiletti. And this is the end of first half of extra time. Great goal from Capiletti in this first half, breaking the equalizer and getting Campbell onto that potential winning score sheet. But we'll see what will happen up next. Ten minutes have been added onto the clock once again for this second half of this extra time session. The Spartans are walking onto the field, marching like little ducks on a great sunny day at the pond. Now, can they be effective in this second half and maintain this 2-1? Well, we're about to find out after they switch their sides. One, two, three Indians is what the the Indians just said as their chant before as they're walking onto the field. Both teams, I bet, are very tired as they're reaching their close to 100th minute mark. And with both having very minimal substitutions as well. As in the first half, we saw that Waters was taken out of the game. Let's see if that would create a different scenario for the Spartans. Belden is going to be the one taking the free kick. Quite a lot of pressure on this free kick, considering this could be one of the last free kicks that can be taken for East Coweta. And just slightly above the net, the ball went. Would have been an amazing goal if it went in, but that is would have. Dahlin is going up for the punt once again. The ball was aimed for Capoletti, but was a bit off target to the left. Now, Lois drops the ball as the referee decides not to play it. And now Aaron is told to go further back to where the ball actually came out. Capoletti gets a good touch on it, but loses it. East Coweta punts it. Now Henry kicks the ball into the air. It's anyone's game right now. And East Coweta falls onto the ground. The plane has landed. Now the plane will take off after this kick. The referee is waiting. The player is waiting for the signal. He shoots it. Ooh, and what a close header that was. That would have been. That may be one of their only and final chances that they will be receiving in this half of extra time. Dahlin places the ball down for the punt. Referee decides to stop play or start play. Dahlin puts his hands up in the air, punts it. It lands on Miles' feet. Miles decides to take the run on two, and then the ball goes out of play. Noah is going to be the one throwing in the ball. Noah passes to Miles, attempts to pass to Miles, but it goes out of play, and it will be a kick for East Coweta. East Coweta punts it, lands straight to Miles. Could be dangerous, and it could be dangerous as they continue on. Miles shoots it, and it goes just over the net as well. Could have been the best chance to equalize it and secure the win for the Spartans. Miles puts the ball out. Heffinger is getting ready to punt the ball.
I guess.
The ball goes out of play with this one. And then East Coweta kicks it in, lands onto the feet of Juan Hernandez. Now, Noah and Juan Hernandez try and trap him, but were unable to as the ball kept on going, but now they have regained possession. The ball lands onto the feet of Sohan Patel. Sohan Patel onto Miles. Could Campbell's Glorious King do something with this push? Passes back to Noah. Noah passes into the corner onto Cappelletti. Ooh, missed hat trick by Cappelletti. Cappelletti could have scored a glorious goal, sealing the match, but was was so close yet so far onto that target.
After this, if they don't spike.
Sohan Patel scores it, goes above the net. Miles rushes the ball but gets a bad touch on it and proceeds to, takes him down, takes out takes out Lois. Aaron. Taylor may have felt a bit pressured on there, which is why he may have caused a corner for his team. The ball is being fought right at the corner, and it goes out again, once again. Ball is thrown in, and it is once again taken out, giving possession to East Coweta.
There's like 30 up here.
Dahlin protects that ball as it goes out, preventing East Coweta from creating a push with that ball.
It's kind of like when it was raining there.
With 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock, that is all the Spartans need in order to secure this win. Mark attempts to get the ball, but it's called offside, as you can see with the flag is up. As you can see that the flag is up. Mark kind of had a bit of a disagreement with that call. Now Sohan Patel gets the ball. He creates a little fake and lets Miles get to it. Capelloni, could this be the hat trick for Capelloni? Passes back to Sohan. Sohan gets injured onto his knee. That looked to be intentional, and that would definitely be a red card for East Coweta. East Coweta is now down 10 players. Looking at that tackle was pretty dirty. Not even pretty dirty, very dirty. And Sohan, with already being out with a couple injuries, it would be devastating for the Spartans if Sohan is gone once again. This could be the last. Oh, it was not a free kick. It was just a drop of play. Lois. Oh no, it's Juan Hernandez. Pardon.
Gonna like start a whole conversation. Or can I just say like hi?
So Juan. Now Juan Hernandez is gonna be the one crossing it into the box. And instead of crossing it, he decides to pass it to Sohan. Sohan decides to just play it safe, and what it looks like is they're probably trying to waste time for the clock to stop ticking and buzz. Yeah, that seems to be their plan.
I'm doing good, you?
Henry punts that ball out, and the Spartans win this match against East Coweta. Very important regional match for the Spartans, and this win is very meaningful for them. This win is very meaningful for them, and this is very influential for them making the playoffs. My name is Emmanuel, and my name is Emmanuel, and I was joined by Caleb, and signing off today.